Hello there. So, the issue of how to get a dead cow or almost or ready to be collected by the reaper or whatever animal out of your household inventory. So, I've showed video on when an animal gets from cottage living gets stuck in your excuse me, personal inventory. So, this is a video showing how to get it out of your household inventory. And there's a couple different ways. So it makes it look like um, that they're separate. Like you have a slot for the llama and a slot for the cow. This cow is basically her time is up, right? And then here's the chicken, her time is up. Okay. So when it says one last pet, you want to get them sold or traded for some treats before they get to this age. Otherwise, the Grim Reaper will come collect the animal. And I don't go along with the whole Grim Reaper thing. Just as a Christian, I just believe that Jesus overcome death, and therefore angels come collect people, not demons, which is what the Grim Reaper represents to me. Anywho's, but so I have two sheds, one for this one and one for this one. So when you click on this, as you can see, it's currently occupied by an animal. So let's see what happens when I sell that. I'll just sell one. Okay, so then I click on the other one and it says feed level full. I'll go ahead and sell that one also. Okay, so it's still showing that I have this animal here. You could put that out here like so. But you will have to have the shed. So I'll just unsell my sheds basically. But what if you can't get rid, the issue that people have been bringing up to me is that they can't get rid of the animal out of their inventory. Like if you click on this, you can't like take it over here to sell. When you click on that, it won't do that. So the only other option, I'm trying to explain this like in writing, but apparently maybe I'm not explaining it very well. So what I recommend doing, so this is a house of my Sims on cottage living. The only way to get animals out of your household inventory is you have to move them out of the house. Okay? But the way you do that is you're going to delete the household after you move the Sims you want to keep into the house. And then when you delete the household, the inventory with the household will get deleted. Then you can move your Sims back in there. So I'm going to take everything out of here, out of the inventory that I don't want to get rid of, right? If I want to save something. There's not really anything in this household inventory that I want to keep. Like this stuff right here, there's not really anything that I need to save. But if there was something that I want to save, I would recommend, just put it out in the environment or whatever. If it's something you can put in your personal inventory or whatever, but there's not really anything here. Okay, so here's how I'm going to show you how to do this process. Okay, for some reason, sometimes these just get stuck in inventory. So even if I put the shed out here, right, it will say must be placed on certain objects. And that's just a problem with cottage living. But if you want to get these animals, like this one it's not dead, but like basically you can't interact with it anymore. It's kind of beyond to the point where you want to sell it, but they're stuck in your inventory. For any whatever reason, your animals are stuck in your inventory, especially if they're dead. Because people are like, I have a dead cow in my inventory and I can't get it out. It just bothers them, right? This is the only way that I know of to get the animals out of your house. I'm going to show you the process how to do that. Okay, go to this little thing right here. That's manage households. Click on that. Now, I'm going to trade places with this servo and one of the Sims in the house that has the animals that are stuck in the household inventory. click on this household, click on these two arrows here, and I'm going to go to Hemfer on Bagley. This is the household that I'm going to do the swap. He's going to go here. Okay. I've traded places. Okay. And so this basically because I want to keep the house that this person was staying in, right? Okay. Okay, this servo now is in the household with the animals in it. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete this household. Now if I didn't want to delete this sim, I would just download another sim into the household, which is what I'm going to do. So I downloaded this servo off CAS. So I'm going to transfer this servo that I want to remain in that other house so I don't lose it. So I just have some random servo left in the house before I delete it, right? So I'm going to go back into here and let's see, Windenburg, pick the household right here, and I'm going to put this one over here. Alright, so now let me go ahead and confirm that. Alright, now all I have left in this house that I want to get rid of these animals out of is a servo that I have no interest in keeping. And delete the household. Ta-da. Now, I'm going to have to put a servo in this house that's now empty so that I can move everybody else back in. Now, when you're moving a servo into an expensive house like that, you're going to have to use a cheat, which is basically Control-Shift-C, testing cheats true, and then just type free real estate space on, and then you can move into any house you want. So now I will have this in here. Now let's go in here into this household and see what's in the inventory. I am now back in that same house, and as you can see, it has an empty inventory. No more animals that you are stuck in your inventory. Now move your family back into your house. So it's basically the same process. You click on that, click on these arrows, and I'm only going to move these guys. This one's going to be back in the house that it began. And voila. Now you can get rid of that sim that you don't want, if you don't want to keep it, by using CAS, or you can click on MC Command Center and delete that sim in that manner. And then I recommend that, because the whole thing is broken with the cottage living, it's supposed to not age up the chickens and stuff. There is a mod that like basically kind of helps with that if you don't want to use mods. But when you see your chickens when they're elder, get rid of them as soon as it says that they're elder. If they age up to elder and the game's not working where they're not supposed to be aging up, whatever, just trade them in for treats or sell them. And that way, you know, if you don't want to deal with the Grim Reaper, whatever. But that's how you get them unstuck, guys. Show you how to delete a sim. So I've clicked on it down here, right? And then I click on this guy with MC Command Center. Sim commands, relationships, delete, modify. Well, it's not working for the servo, so I'll have to take them in CAS. But on a regular sim, this is how you would do it. You would just click on maintain sim, and then you would have the option to delete it that way, but for whatever reason, it's not working that way for the servo, so I will just take them into CAS and delete them in that manner. I'll just go in regular CAS. I have my cheat on, CAS full edit mode, shift and click on it. So I will just click on this one down here and then click that little X and confirm. Voila, family back to normal. And that is how you get rid of animals that you can't get rid of out of your inventory. Maybe a few extra steps, but I mean, it works. So I hope that helped, and I hope you have a blessed day. Please let me know if this does work for you. Thank you.